Hello children, we are back again with our class with a new chapter, the world of microorganism part 2. In the previous class, you have learned about the discovery of microorganisms, what is the shape, what is the size, and what are the benefits of microorganisms. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about microorganisms, their uses, and different kinds of medicines prepared by those microorganisms. So let us discuss all these in the chapter. By the previous chapter, you may get a conclusion. Is that microorganisms are our friends or foes? Means enemies. What will you say? Those are our friends or enemies? Yes. There are some microorganisms which are useful to us. But there are some microorganisms, they are harmful to us on the other hand. There are many microorganisms which are living on our body, in the air surrounding us, in our body, not only on human beings, even on animals and in their bodies. There are many microorganisms, not only on animals, even in the soil. There are many microorganisms which are decomposing the waste material present in the soil and increasing the fertility of the soil by helping the farmer to grow more crops. Now, the useful microorganisms. In that, the first one is, we are discussing about useful microorganisms. Some microorganisms are very useful to us. We are seeing in our regular daily life the preparation of curd and the preparation of idli, dosha, the preparation of many fermenting things like bread, cake in the bakeries. So, if you go on, there are many microorganisms which are directly or indirectly helping us. For that, we are going to perform an activity. How these microorganisms will produce in that activity. Take two bowls and take half of the bowls, two bowls, fill with milk, lukewarm milk. In one bowl, add a spoon of buttermilk or curd and another, leave it as it is. After 5 to 6 hours, observe it. Which will become curd and which won't, and why not? I think in the previous class we have discussed about it. Can you guess it? Yes. The bowl in which we are added microorganisms, that is curd, which contains what? Lactic bacilli, will convert into curd. What about the other which does not contain, which is not added by the curd? Does it also convert? Not now. Why? Because we have added curd in only one bowl and we left the other bowl as it is. To check in which, and see, we are inoculating one or not only we are not inoculating one cell, we are adding hundreds of cells in that one. A spoon of curd consists of hundreds of cells, and they will grow, they will utilize the nutrients and releases some chemicals. They utilize the nutrients and grow, divide, multiply, and again it will the cell, as the cell number increases, the curd is prepared. Whereas the other, it does not contain any organisms, so it won't convert. There is no any microorganisms to multiply or divide, and it won't convert into curd. The next activity, there is a milk. Here the next activity is about fermentation. What is fermentation? In the previous class we have already known about this one. How the idli, dosha, bread, cakes are prepared. In your daily life you can see how your mother will prepare idli or dosha batter. What? She is adding anything? Just she will grind the rice and dal in the evening at the night hours. Okay? If you leave the dough at the room temperature, it will means the yeast. Yeast is a kind of microorganism which will grow in this batter. It is a natural. It will naturally grow in that batter. Nobody is inoculating in that one. Here nobody is adding any yeast, but it will grow itself in that batter. If you see in the morning, the quantity of the dough will increase. You can see that one. It will increase in its volume. By that we can say that the batter is fermented. Have you ever seen that one? If not, ask your mother to show that. For that, we are going to perform an activity. To perform the activity, first take 100 grams of maida, divide into 2 halves, then in 1 half knead the maida without adding yeast, whereas in the other half you have to add 1 or 2 spoons of yeast, knead with the hot water, keep it in separate bowls, leave it for 3 to 4 hours and observe it. What will you observe? That is nothing but what you observe for preparing the batter of idli, dosha. That is the dough in which we are added yeast will increase in its volume, whereas the dough which is not added with yeast remain as it is. Because in the bowl B we are added yeast. What will happen? Here we are artificially adding yeast, whereas in idli and dosha it is naturally the yeast will produce and releases some carbon dioxide in the dough. So due to that small gas, due to the gas released by the yeast, the volume increase, and you can see that as puffiness, smooth, soft. If you see the puffiness of the bread, idli, how it will come? Because of that gas, means because of the fermentation process only that puffiness come. You can see in the bread small hole-like structures. Those are nothing but because of the fermentation only. Without fermenting, can you prepare these all things? No, we can't do this. So here, same as here lactic bacilli, the yeast also helping us in our daily life. and these products are also good for our health. So the next topic is about how the microorganisms are used for the commercial purpose. Children, do you know how alcohol, wine and acetic acid are prepared? How do we get that? That is nothing but through the process of fermentation. Then what is fermentation? The process of converting sugars into alcohols is called fermentation. Nothing here, the fermentation is nothing but the food items contain some amount of sugars, that is nothing but glucose. So this yeast will feed on that glucose. Just now I said now each and every organism requires nutrients. It multiplies. While multiplying, while their growth, they release some chemical substance also. Here in this process, the yeast is also releasing some chemical substance, that is carbon dioxide, which helps in the process of fermentation. The yeast can be naturally grown in grains like barley, wheat, rice, and in the crushed fruit juices like grapes. That's why the grapes are used for the preparation of wine. Further, I will show an activity. Take 2 beakers, add water to both the beakers. In the first beaker, just you add only sugar, and the next B beaker add along with the sugar, that is 5 to 10 spoons of sugar plus 1 to 2 spoons of yeast to this one. Whereas in the first beaker we have added only sugar. Close the beaker, leave it aside for 3 to 4 hours. After 3 to 4 hours, if you open that lid, you will get a characteristic smell. Means the smell which is same as alcohol. So by that we can say the yeast is fermented in the beaker B and not in the beaker A. Children, you may get one doubt. Ma'am, just now you said yeast will grow in the food products. But here no food product is there now. Just we are added food products like rice, barley or wheat. Nothing is there. We are added only water and sugar now. How it will grow? Why? Because this barley, wheat, rice, these all contains the sugar contents. So artificially we are not providing the natural food, we are artificially adding sugar, artificially. So which cane? The sugar is also formed from the sugar cane. It contains sugar. So that sugar is also helpful for the process of fermentation, just like idli and dosha. The rice also contains glucose. Means in that idli and dosha batter, the yeast will utilize those sugars from the rice. But whereas here, the sugar, whatever we are dissolved in the water, the yeast will grow on the feed on that sugars. That's why in the first beaker there is no change, whereas in the second beaker you can see the pungent smell, a different smell. So through this process only the alcohol, wine is prepared. That's why I said that these microorganisms are also commercially useful for us. we are using microorganisms in our daily life, like preparation of curd, preparation of bread, cakes, and for our breakfast purposes, and also for commercial purposes. Not only for these food products, these microorganisms are also used for the preparation of many medicines. In our next class, we will go through that one and learn more about these microorganisms. So, children, please note these all carefully. Prepare your own notes. Why? Because you may not get this again. So, try to learn and copy this and post it. Today we will stop the class here. Thank you.